Have you ever wondered which country rules online oval racing? Which country has the highest oval iRating or the lowest? Let's find out. I'm Demi Cross and I've taken all the oval racing data out of iRacing, split it by country and found an average iRating for each one. When I looked at sports car iRating in a previous video, I only looked at countries with a decent number of people in them, as some countries have very few iRacing accounts. Once again, I'm looking at roughly the same number, so we're looking at countries with a minimum of 20 active oval iRating accounts, and there are 77 such countries. Okay, before we look at each country from last up to first place, bear in mind the average oval iRating globally for active accounts is 1,483. So let's go, starting with the countries with the lowest average iRating. As we go through these, you may find countries lower than you expect, and that may be because typically that country specialises in road courses with sports car and Formula car driving. As a bonus, as well as each country's average iRating, we'll show the top 3 accounts for that country too. You'll also see the total number of active oval accounts for each country, some being much larger than others. Remember, any country that had fewer than 20 active accounts is not included in this analysis. We're also ignoring all rookie accounts, so the numbers you see are for active accounts with a D licence in oval or higher. When it comes to oval racing, the US is the major player, but how did they do? They did poorly in sports car iRating, but can the USA grab a spot in the top half for ovals? How about getting into the top 20 or higher? Can it beat some of the specialist motor racing nations which shone in the sports car ratings, like Finland and Monaco? You may see the same iRating shown for 2 countries one after the other, but the data records it to many decimal places. So if it looks like a tie, the country with the higher iRating including decimal points gets the higher position. Now remember, iRating is not just a reflection of your country's driver skill, because of course there are differences in internet standards and equipment available, especially in poorer countries, and proximity to servers that might minimise ping and netcode too. Just so you know, this data was pulled from iRacing during Season 4 of 2024, and so it may change slightly over time. At the time the data was pulled, there were almost 450,000 active oval accounts on iRacing. 216,000 of those were rookies, which we've excluded, so we're looking at the remaining 234,000 active oval accounts. The highest rated driver for oval racing at the time this data was pulled was Joel M. Smith from the USA, with an iRating of 10,968. Well, of the 77 countries on this list, we've got for around half, but we're still nowhere near that global average iRating of 1,483. That's because the really big countries, like the USA with hundreds of thousands of skilled drivers, bring the global average up. So let's carry on through the top half of the global standings and see who's where. We'll see a lot of Western European countries at this point, and although oval racing isn't huge in Western Europe compared to other regions, the quality of internet and equipment available for affluent countries can help residents maintain a good iRating. Remember, we are only looking at countries which have at least 20 active non-rookie oval accounts, but even so, you may find the smaller countries are closer to the extreme ends of the list, as a few good or bad drivers can sway the country's average a lot more than in very well populated countries. You will sometimes see the same name appear more than once in the top 3 for some countries. This will be because a single driver may use multiple accounts, aka Smurf accounts, and have more than one account at the very top for their country. If your country has performed better or worse than you expected, leave a comment to say why you believe that might be. Is it driver skill or other factors making a difference? Also, note that we are looking at iRacing's location. Drivers may be representing other clubs, but the data shows the client's physical location. It's worth bearing in mind that some people may show a different location than their actual geographical location for many reasons. This is, of course, oval iRating. That means tarmac oval racing, not dirt oval, which is covered by a different license within iRacing, and results for that will be quite different. A reminder at this point that we're looking at 77 countries. That's not the top 77, it's all 77 qualifying countries in the world, i.e. those with at least 20 active oval accounts. Quick reminder that if you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up so that YouTube understands that it's something other iRacers across the globe may be interested in too. As we move into the top 10, we see a lot of Eastern Europe appearing. That area of the world has a strong dirt oval racing legacy, especially on 2 wheels, and that short oval culture may be a factor in their high iRating scores. Okay, here we go with the podium positions, with just the top 3 highest rated countries still to go, 2 of which are very small and 1 of which is quite big. So if your country hasn't featured yet, it'll either be in this top 3 or your country has fewer than 20 active oval iRacing accounts. Right, let's see who gets to spray the champagne on the podium, starting with 3rd place. And in bronze medal position is Hong Kong. Truly remarkable average oval iRating there for this small country. And in P2, as it was in sports car iRating, is Finland. A culture of motorsport success in rally and road translates to oval skill too. And in 1st place, the country sandwiched between France and Spain, Andorra. It featured highly in sports car racing too, and takes the top spot in ovals. And there we have it, the highest rated oval racing nations according to their iRating. Hopefully your country did okay, and hopefully you enjoyed watching this video and seeing the stats come in. If so, remember to give the video a quick like before you go, and if you're interested in sports car iRacing, I'm going to leave you with a video that explores exactly this, but for sports cars, and another video that I really think you're going to want to watch.